Have you ever stopped to think that maybe, just maybe, the way we teach is fundamentally at odds with the way some people actually learn? Today, we're going to dig into a really powerful idea. What if, instead of fighting a broken educational system, we could use technology to build a totally new one that just makes the old way obsolete?
And that quote from Buckminster Fuller, that's our North Star for this whole conversation. The goal here isn't about confrontation, it's about creation. It's a huge shift in how we think about solving educational challenges, especially for students with dyslexia.
So that leads to a massive question. What if our schools have been measuring the wrong thing this whole time? What if the real goal isn't just about how well students can read and write, but how well they can absorb and then express knowledge?
So let's start with the problem, the obsolete education model. See, our current system is obsessed with the mechanics of reading and writing, but that misses the actual point, which is learning. And that's a huge issue, because for the human brain, reading is a pretty new and, for a lot of people, a really difficult invention.
And the cost of sticking with this outdated model? Wow, it's just staggering. I mean, look at these numbers. We're talking about millions of people being left behind, feeling frustrated and stuck. And when a system fails on this scale, what do you get? Well, for the students trapped inside it, you get a state of constant conflict.
So how do these students respond? When the whole system seems designed to frustrate their one simple goal, to learn, they often react in these predictable but really unproductive ways. It's like a slippery slope of conflict.
And just so we're on the same page, what do we even mean by conflict? Well, it's pretty simple. It's just a difference in purpose that gets in the way of someone's goals. For a student who struggles to learn by reading, every single day at school can feel like a battle.
And you can kind of map out those reactions. On one side, you've got what are called escape responses, things like denial, just pretending to understand, or flight, which could be anything from mentally checking out in class to physically dropping out of school. Then on the other side, you have attack responses, like acting out or disrupting the classroom. Both are basically cries for help, but neither of them actually solves the core problem, which is learning.
Okay, so if escaping and attacking are both dead ends, what's the alternative? There has to be another way, right? And there is. We'll call it the peacemaker's path. Instead of getting stuck on that slippery slope, you just get off it. You build a whole new foundation.
And this is the central idea, the big aha moment. The solution isn't to go head-to-head with the old system. It's to use the technology we already have to build a new model, a better model. We shift all that energy from fighting to building.
And you know why this new model works so well? It's because it actually lines up with our own neuroscience. Our brains didn't evolve to read text off a page. That's a new trick we had to teach them. But listening and speaking, that's our native programming. It's what we're hardwired for. Technology lets us tap directly into that powerful auditory network, completely sidestepping the hurdles of the printed word.
Okay, so this isn't just some high-level theory. This is super practical. Let's break down the actual tools and the simple three-step workflow that makes this whole thing possible, like right now.
So here's how it works. Step 1, you consume information using text-to-speech. You basically turn any written document into an audiobook, tapping into that powerful listening part of your brain. Step 2, you express your ideas using speech-to-text. You just talk. You speak your thoughts, and the computer types it all out for you. And finally, step 3, you refine that text using AI to instantly polish up the grammar, the punctuation, the whole shebang.
And that last step, the refine part? Honestly, it feels like magic, and it's so incredibly simple. This is the exact command you use. You just copy your dictated text, give the AI this simple prompt, and boom, instantly you get back a clean, polished paragraph.
This quote is from Davis Graham, a student whose story is really at the heart of this new model. And what he says here, it just captures the impact perfectly. This isn't just some academic tool. We're talking about fundamentally rewriting a person's entire relationship with knowledge. It's about tearing down barriers and just unlocking human potential.
But, the big question is, does all of this actually work? Well, the results are in. Let's look at the data, because the outcomes are, frankly, incredible.
Let's just start with one number. This is from a Stanford University study. For getting text onto a device, speaking is 3 times faster than typing. 3 times. I mean, that alone is a massive game changer.
And it's not just about speed. You'd think faster means more mistakes, right? Nope. That same Stanford study found that the error rate for speech-to-text was over 20% lower than for typing. So you're getting more done, faster, with fewer mistakes.
But of all the data, this right here.
This is the one that really hits home. This is Davis Graham's personal data. Without this tech, he was reading at just 69 words per minute. That put him in the first percentile. With text-to-speech, his consumption speed jumped to 450 words per minute, with 98% comprehension, launching him all the way to the 98th percentile. That's not just an improvement, that is a life-changing transformation.
So we end up right back where we started, with that challenge from Buckminster Fuller. And yeah, it applies to education, but it applies to so much more, doesn't it? In our own lives, in our work, in the problems we all face. Are we spending our energy fighting an old, broken reality, or are we channeling that energy to build a new model that just makes the old one obsolete?